Well, it's about time I've reintroduced myself because since my last introduction video, my mission for the Starlit Shelf has completely changed. So let's get into it. Well, first and foremost, my name is Sarah and I am the owner of the Starlit Shelf. The Starlit Shelf's whole mission is to help promote and lift up indie authors and to get them and their books in front of new readers. So, why did I create the Starlit Shelf? I originally created a Bookstagram account about 2 years ago, and I love the bookish community so much. I do not know where I would be without this community. And because I loved it so much, I was like, I want to expand on this in any way that I can, and I want to talk about books more. And so, when I made that decision, I created a website, I created a newsletter, I created a book club, I created this YouTube channel. And originally, I didn't really have a direction, a purpose, a mission. I just wanted to talk about books. And because I didn't really know what my mission was, I wasn't really motivated to be as proactive as I should be on them. And so I was talking to one of my friends, Hillary, and she is an indie author. And she was like, you know what, Sarah, you know what would be great is if you could help lift up indie authors. And I was like, oh my God, that's it. And I was like, okay, how can I help indie authors? One, they can use my Instagram account. I don't have the biggest following. I have like 8,000 followers right now, but for authors who are just starting and don't have a big account, they can use mine and they can get their name out to all of my followers, right? Okay, so there's my Instagram account. And then I have my YouTube channel. How can I promote indie authors on my YouTube channel? Oh, I know. I could do an interview with them, ask them questions about their inspiration for their book, their journey as an author, right? And so that's basically what you will find right now on my YouTube channel is indie author interview content and also content about indie authors in general. I will begin to do more videos about the ins and outs of being an indie publisher and what I've learned since becoming such a big part of this community, but more to come. Another thing is that I have my website. And so I have the starlitshelf.com where I post blogs about both the author and their books. I will put their their books on my website under books that I love so that other people who visit my website can see all the books that I've promoted so far. I also created my book club on Fable, which I think is the best way to help indie authors. So if you're a reader and you're watching this video, join my book club. This is the best way to support indie authors. Why? Because you actually become a reader. Indie authors not only struggle to get their name out there, but to actually get a reader is really hard. So they can post on their Instagram and they can have a reel or a post go viral, but what percentage of that actually become readers? It's really small. So, again, if you're a reader and you want to discover new books, unique stories, join my book club. It's the best way to get easy access to indie authors. Plus, we do a live chat at the end of the month with the indie author that was featured for that month. Another thing is I have my newsletter. So my website does the blog, does the books on the website, but I also have my newsletter that comes out which you can sign up for through my website. And I will do a monthly newsletter where I post about the book club feature and the indie authors that I've promoted this month, and you get to know them a little bit better and about their books a little bit more. But why do I feel like indie authors are so important? They are such a huge part of this bookish community, but they are severely underrepresented, and getting visibility for indie authors is an everyday job. And so if I can help them in any way, I want to. They are constantly fighting against the algorithm. And so I want to help spread awareness and get the algorithm the more content we put out about indie authors and the more we talk about an individual indie author, the more the algorithm's going to pick it up and push it out. Okay, so it's going to take a group effort for this to happen. Another thing is that indie authors have so much talent. I know that there's this misconception that, well, if they were good enough, then they would have gotten picked up by a traditional publisher. No, no. People have to get very lucky in order to get seen in front of a publisher, in order to get picked up by a publisher. And publishers look for things that fit into a neat little box, right? What's trending right now? That's what traditional publishers are looking for. And indie authors typically have much more unique and diverse stories that just don't fit that mold. So, who is my channel for? Well, it's for both readers and indie authors alike. Readers, you'll get to discover unique stories and you'll get to find hidden gems of books. If you want to discover the next big thing, you want to start reading more indie authors. And my channel and my book club and my Instagram is a great place to start. Authors, my channel is also for you. If you want to expand the author community that you're currently in, if you want to hear other indie authors' experiences of their writing journey, and you want to hear advice from them and simply know that you're not alone in all the hardships that you face, you should subscribe to my channel and follow along with my author interviews. So, again, if you want to help support indie authors, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, I really want to hear from you guys. So, if you have an indie author that you'd love to recommend to me and others, comment them down below. Also, don't forget to check out my website, thestarlitshelf.com, my Bookstagram account, Sarah Starlit Stories, and my book club, The Starlit Shelf on Fable.